Hello there, Genie Boy here. Welcome back to Mass Effect. Now, I can't remember where we last left off, but what I do know is that we're playing the game at 60 FPS. I'm recording it in 60 FPS, but I also don't know if Lightworks can render it in 60 FPS, so you may still be looking at 1080 30. Oh my god, but it does look beautiful. Right, so, let's have a look at the map. Debris. Right, let's go there, sure. But no, seriously though, where we left off last time was where we were taking out that research facility over there to the left. We were investigating and dismantling, hopefully, Cerberus. They tracked down, captured and killed Admiral Kahoku through what I believe is lethal injection. But Cerberus has been using desolate planets like these, relatively unexplored and going beneath notice, to conduct illegal and most likely immoral experiments, including long-dead civilizations. No, that's wrong. They're my tank is flipping over. They're conducting highly legal research on creating super soldiers. So let's find this debris of whatever it is, wherever it is, and see what's what. Crash probe, salvage. Bypass succeeded. Right. So we got some area map. Anything of interest? No, it would seem not. No. However, that is us sorted for the time being. I'm going to do a little bit of exploring, but if there's nothing else here, then I shall cut to us being under Normandy. Oh my god, I can do this. I can zoom. I did not know this was a thing. Sure. While I'm here. While I'm here, I upgraded the equipment on a lot of our entire squad, so I've got some new stuff. I need to remember to sell everything when I get to the Normandy, because I keep saying that every single time I go Planet Mountain. Hello, good
Looking for supplies?
But well, yes, yeah.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Right, we're gonna sell everything we don't. Right, let's sell first. Let's get rid of everything. That's a lot. That's what I don't have right there. We're on our way, to be perfectly honest, to getting those, but we're not quite there yet. Alright, so I didn't really buy anything because this guy doesn't have much in the way of that, but that's fine. I don't have to do anything codex wise, so let's go find ourselves another mission to do. No, we're not gonna just find ourselves one. Let's find the next research facility. There's another planet for it. Moving swiftly on. Yeah, let's go find. Let's go find the other planet that Cerberus is inhabiting. You found the location of a major Cerberus facility. Head to Nepheron in the Columbia system of the Voyager cluster and destroy it. All right, simple instructions, simple coordinates. Here we go. So this is the right one. What I will do, however, is let's have a look at some of these planets. Closia is a hothouse terrestrial world. Closia is a hothouse terrestrial world with a dense atmosphere of nitrogen and sulfur dioxide. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of iron with deposits of gold. The core of Closia is very hot and tectonically active. Volcanic eruptions are common, and outgassing continues to add to the density of the atmosphere. The largest active volcano has a caldera nearly 100 kilometers in diameter, and its basalt floods have covered an area roughly the size of the Earth continent of Australia. Orbital period is 0.3 Earth years. Radius 7,074 kilometers. Day length 47.6 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 18.33 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature is 312 degrees Celsius, and surface temperature is 1.1 G. Brilliant, so let's not go there. On Tahita. On Tahita is an unusually large ice world, with a core of silicate rock and light metals and trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The crust is mainly composed of water ice. On Tahita's ice sheets show obvious signs of large-scale fracture and refreezing, centered on a massive crater near the South Pole. A recent extranet meme suggests that a Prothean ship crashed through the crust of the planet before the collapse of their empire, and might still be recovered from the planetary core. This is purportedly the source of the planet's unusually high mass. Careful mapping of Ontahita's gravity field by orbiting satellites have proved that the planetary core is entirely normal. Are we talking about the same kind of memes here? That's my question. Orbital period is 5.2 Earth years. Radius 3,718 kilometers. Day length 56.3 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.06 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature is minus 124 degrees Celsius. Survey. Rare element discovered. While scanning this planet, you detected a deposit of samarium. I don't know what that is. Right, we've got one more planet, I believe, to investigate. Gromar. Gromar is a rocky terrestrial world with a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The frozen surface is mainly composed of copper with deposits of calcium. Prior to the Alliance's expansion into the Voyager cluster, Gromar hosted one half of a Turian interferometric telescope array, connected with a similar telescope in the Attican Beta cluster by an expensive chain of FTL convoys. The two functioned as a single virtual lens with an effective aperture equal to the thousands of light years between them. The Turians used this to chart the terminus systems with great accuracy. Orbital period 115.6 Earth years. Radius 4911 kilometers. Day length 30.3 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.13 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature minus 218 degrees Celsius, and surface gravity is 0.28 G. Oh no, we can survey that. Hang on a second. Survey that. What are we gonna do here? Come on. Medallion recovered. Scans of the planet's Gromar revealed a derelict space station in the late stages of orbital decay. A small team was able to recover some items of interest, among them a League of One medallion. Alright, nice. So, let's have a look at Nepheron. We can land here. Nepheron is a barren, volcanic terrestrial world with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. Its surface is mainly composed of sodium with deposits of magnesium. Aside from displays of geological beauty, including many spectacular volcanoes, this barren world is of little interest. Entries relating to Nepheron in the astronomical database are sparse. Orbital period 0.8 Earth years. Radius 6,865 kilometers. Day length 56.2 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.73 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 37 degrees Celsius. Surface gravity 0.88 G. Land. Right. Oh, yeah, we get to see the landing in 60 FPS, or at least I do. Oh, no, beautiful. So, excuse me. Let's do the. Oh, there's minerals over here. Man, I was gonna say let's find the Cerberus facility first, and then we'll do some more report. We've got some minerals over here, so BRB. Oh, bloody hell! Getting up this mountain was difficult. Right, let's get back down it, and hopefully we don't have to climb back up it. All right, so. Right, there we go. Oh, okay, come on. There we go. Right. Here we go. Thorium deposit. Interesting. Mineral surveyed. Rare element surveyed. You have successfully surveyed a large deposit of thorium. Alright, cool. So, we've got the edge of the map going right there. Let's have a look. Over in this direction, we've got an anomaly. Alright, so we've successfully tumbled our way over in this direction. So, let's have a look at this anomaly. What's going on here? Is it a crash probe? No, it's not. It's a mummified Solarian. ID tag recovered. This Cerberus soldier had an What? This Solarian is a Cerberus soldier? Okay. This Cerberus soldier had an identification tag for Captain Varsynth, one of the Solarian soldiers responsible for capturing the League of One. It's unclear how he came into possession of this relic. What? Cerberus. I mean, in Mass Effect 2, you find out that Cerberus. That's not a spoiler, by the way. Cerberus hates aliens, so how the hell have they got a Solarian soldier? Yeah, nah, sorry, mate. You survived a remarkably long time. Recruit. Oh god. Okay. 250 enemies, Mass Effect 1, 2, or 3. Yeah, that's. Ooh. Ooh. That's Can I have more sequences like that, please? That was beautiful. I loved it. Right. It's me. Right. So, let's go in here, and then let's save. Right. Saved. So, we've got the new. We want this out. Yeah, everyone's sniper rifles out, please. Right. So, let's. Ooh, what's this? Technician care. I don't have to hack you, do I? Right. Wait, let me just have a quick look at those. Right, I believe there's nothing interesting there. Right, let's see. Wait, whoa. Oh?
Enemy is everywhere!
This is a bit clumsy. Oh, that was the wrong button. Right, no one's behind me. Good. Oh, sorry, Callie. Nice. So, what's happening here? Use AI hacking, use overload, use sabotage. Come on, you. That's alright, if he's not going to do it, I will. Woo! Nope! Nice. Got him. Easy enough. We're getting there. Right, wait. Here we, no, that one. Yeah, that's how it feels. It sniped me. Sorry, I got a little card away from myself there. Wait for it. No, that's the wrong button. What's the button for the thing again? No, what's the grenade button again? This one. No.
Get down!
That's the one. Oh, that's the wrong button. Tali survived that? Excuse me? She has less armor than me. How are you gonna tell me that she survived? No. Oh, what? How's that miss? Come on. You know what? Shotgun time. Let's do it. I'm gonna risk it. I should probably move. There we go. That was clumsy, but sure, we did it. Garrus, up you get, bro. Sniper's out, right. So, I only died the once, that's nice. I'm healing on my own. That's good to know. I don't know if that's just outside of combat or not. Oh, wait, what's in here? I know I've got to go back, but what's in here? Ooh, right, I've got some lockers to do. Nice. We got whatever, all that. We've got some weapons and stuff, and some Oh yeah, some more weapons. Right, okay. Got a medical station. Some light armor that I'm gonna end up selling. Good to know. And we got some grenades. Interesting. Alright, what's in here? Anything of interest? No enemies at least. Got some more Medigel, that's always good. We'll use that when we can get it. Terminal, let's check that in a second. Is there anything else? No, doesn't look like it. Right, what's in here? You cautiously press a few buttons and alarm chimes. The optical database is flashing itself. Quickly, you copy as many files as you can to your hard suit's internal computer. Its memory wipes, the computer shuts down. The files are sure to be encrypted, but you've got time to crack them. Alright, good. Well, can I do anything? Wait. Oh, I've got to destroy it. Probably got used the wrong weapon for this, but it looks like you can destroy it. Alright, hang on. This pistol has done the trick before. Was I not supposed to do that? I'm confused. Or is that just done now? Huh, okay, so that's done? Question mark? Why is the marker still on that though? I think that's done. I don't. Okay. Sure. I believe we're
Fire
done
in the
there.
hole!
Oh, that's gonna miss. Right, let's get back outside. Alright, so I've made my way over here to whatever this thing is. Let's have a look. Crash probe. Let's have a look. Bypass succeeded. Combat scanner. There we go. Is that it? Is that everything? Let's have a quick look. Yeah, seems to be. Alright, let's have a bit of a scout over the planet. Beryllium, you say? Mineral surveyed. Light metal surveyed. You have successfully surveyed a large deposit of beryllium. Oh no. 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 Thank God for jump thrusters. No. 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 Yes. Right. Platinum deposit. Come on, we're nearly there. We're nearly doing everything. I almost missed that last button. Heavy metal surveyed. You are successfully
Transmission coming in, Commander.
Oh, here we go.
I think you're gonna want to hear this one.
Greetings, Commander Shepard. I represent a party interested in obtaining information on Cerberus activities.
Oh, really? Can I understand the name of this party?
Who are you and who do you represent?
Who I am is inconsequential.
No, it's not.
Suffice to say, I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. You see, Admiral Kahoku contacted my employer looking for information on the location of any Cerberus facilities. We provided that information on the promise that he would turn over copies of all files gathered from the Cerberus systems to us.
Very well. Kahoku's dead.
Did you have anything to do with Admiral Kahoku ending up dead?
We had no reason to harm him. He was going to provide us with information about Cerberus. Information that is now in your possession.
Well, Kahoku made the promise and Kahoku is dead.
You must have some connection to Cerberus. How else could you tell Kahoku where to find them?
Information is our business, Commander. Through our contacts, we were able to determine that the Cerberus group was active in the Voyager cluster. Unfortunately, that was all we were able to find out. That is why we are so interested in acquiring copies of the files from you.
That one's a bit ridiculous. I'm going to have to decline.
These are classified Alliance files. I'm not handing them over to you.
Be reasonable, Commander. Cerberus was operating outside Alliance jurisdiction. You don't owe them any loyalty.
No,
The
Cerberus,
Alliance
no.
is just going to file this information away in some archive. No secret stays hidden forever. Eventually, someone somewhere will deliver it into our hands.
Well, then you can get it
Might
from
as
them.
well be you. Transmit the files to us and you will be well compensated.
Why do you want the files?
What are you going to do with this information?
Information is a commodity. It can be bought, sold, or traded. Why my employer desires this information is not my concern. I am only the buyer.
And the seller, it would seem. No, thank you.
My loyalty is to the Alliance, not the Shadow Broker.
That is unfortunate, Commander. My employer will remember this the next time you need something from us.
Good. Good for him. So, that is the conclusion of the Cerberus arc, I do believe. That's good for us. Let's find another mission. UNC hostage. Fanatic Biotics in the Hades Gamma Cluster have kidnapped the chairman of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies and are holed up in a direct freighter in the Farinata system. Right, let's go there. Hades Gamma Cluster, Farinata. There's two things for us to do in the Hades Gamma Cluster, so let's see if we can knock them both off. Ah, just right next to us, Hades Gamma. And that would be in which place? Farinata. Let's go. Ooh, tiny bit of lag there, but... Oh! Sorry. I'll contain myself. Tashingen. Ooh, MSV Ontaro. The Ontario is a Kowloon-class modular conveyor for human design, configured for mixed freight and passenger hauling. It is making a hard burn for the cover of an asteroid cluster. Registry, private owner, Citadel Station. Board. Oh, that was quick. Right, so there's enemies. Snipers out. I doubt anything's gonna go horribly wrong if we die here, but oh well. Open. Nice. Nothing there.
Kill the hostage.
Oh. Oops. Whoa, right. Come on. Come on. Whoa. Got him. God, I love getting those assassination kills. Right. Where's the hostage? 2 minutes, we've got time. We need to get out of here. Oh, where's the thing? Oh. And then knocked us out.
Won't get me.
Right. Let me just do something about you. There we go, got him. Right, where's the hostage? Where's the hostage? Right, let's find him. Quick. Not that way. Over here. Okay. Knock.
See how it is? You write letters and everyone ignores you. Force is the only thing people appreciate. So how about if I kill Chairman Burns and finish this charade?
Please, I was trying to help you people.
Relax, mate.
Let's not do anything we're all going to regret.
Why not? What have we got to lose?
Your head.
Since the chairman here decided that we didn't get reparations, we've got nothing left to live for.
Of course
Well,
you
I've
do.
changed my mind. Seeing you all, it's clear that you all deserve...
You had your chance. Some L2s are nearly crippled from side effects of the implants, but you voted against reparations.
He's the one in power to make the changes you need.
Think about this. Burns is the one man who can help you.
Yes, if you release me, I can take another look at the reparations request.
What? We're supposed to trust you?
You're supposed to trust me.
Sure. You promise us freedom and say everything will be fine, but as soon as we surrender, you'll double-cross us.
I'm not promising to let you go. All I'm saying is that Burns will take another look. Right, Burns?
Absolutely. I had no idea that the L2 Biotics were this desperate. If I'd known, the reparations will come. For whatever it's worth, I promise that.
You're right. I don't want to die. Maybe something will happen this time. We surrender.
Thank you, and well
Thank
done.
you, Commander. I thought I was dead when they took me. I'll see to it that the reparations discussion is reopened. I didn't know they were so desperate.
You do now.
A 5th Fleet cruiser will be by shortly to pick you and the prisoners up.
Thank you, Commander. I thought I was dead when they took me.
Alright, well, you kind of repeating yourself there. Right, let's go let's go get some loot. That was a very short quest, I didn't realise it would be that short. What the hell? Oh, average description. Right, nice, let's get that. I need to remember to actually sell this stuff this time when I get aboard the Normandy. What is in you? What's in here? Open, combat scanner. That's it. Right, let's get back to the Normandy.
Message coming in.
Oh,
Patching it through.
Thank you for dealing with the hostage situation, Commander.
you're welcome.
Chairman Burns was quite impressed by the way you resolved the situation peacefully.
Hopefully I could have done it more peacefully.
Your assistance above and beyond the formal duties has been noted, Commander. 5th Fleet out.
Very well, 5th Fleet out it is. Alright. Right, so let's do a little bit of investigation into this system. Tunshagon. Tunshagon is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and nitrogen in its atmosphere. It has an unusually small number of moons for a gas giant, a mere 7. This is no doubt due to the Starfire NASA capturing the majority of the mass during the nebula collapse that created the system. Orbital distance 5.6 AU, orbital period 3.2 Earth years, radius 42,418 kilometers, day length 9.1 Earth hours. Nice, so no one's getting lions on that, I would assume. Right, so that's a very big gap between those right there. There's not anything else. It's just hidden between asteroid fields like that. No. All right. Let's see. We have Juntama. Juntama is a small, broiling terrestrial world. Its thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane is being steadily blown off by the powerful solar wind from the star Faranata. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of copper. Its density is low enough to leave the world tidally locked to Faranata. The Alliance Defense Data Network notes that several ships have been spotted cruising near Juntama with transponders turned off. While an Alliance patrol attempted pursuit of one, the unidentified vessel rabbited to FTL. Its trail was lost when it obscured its light trace in the confusion of signals along the Anansi Ishtar shipping lane. Orbital distance 69.8. Sorry, I was looking back at that second paragraph. I was like, wow, several ships. That's interesting. Orbital distance 69.9 ALI. Orbital period 102.0 Earth years. Radius 52. Radius 4,227 kilometers. Day length 102 Earth years. Day length 102 Earth years apparently. Atmospheric pressure 0.36 Earth atmosphere. Oh my god. Surface temperature 1,176 degrees Celsius. Oh, try getting a tan in that. Surface gravity 0.38 Gs. Survey. Prothean data this recovered. Scans of Juntama revealed a derelict freighter in mid-stage orbital decay. Your salvage team boarded the vessel and determined it had been attacked by raiders. There was little value still on board, but the team did find a Prothean data disk. Nice. So that's like what, 3 out of 7 that we've got going on there. Where's the next planet? Neptune. Another survey. With a rare combination of features, Neptune is of particular interest to the scientific community. Neptune is a small terrestrial planet with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. As with all of the worlds of Faranata, its surface is scorching hot. The crust mainly consists of silica, it's laced with iron. Orbital period 302 Earth years. Radius 3,742 kilometers. Day length 30.1 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.23 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 848 degrees Celsius. And surface gravity is 0.27. Survey, rare element surveyed. While scanning this planet, you detected a large deposit of thorium on a nearby moon. Brilliant. Right, so that's everything, right? Did I get that one? Yeah, I did. Right. So let's visit this place over here. This place. That wasn't intentional, but yeah. Let's see what's going on here. We've got Jatar. So Jata is a terrestrial world with a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The surface is hot and mainly composed of unremarkable silicates. Occasional deposits of aluminium, magnesium, and other light metals can be found. Jata is noticed for the discovery of the Leviathan of Dis, the apparent corpse of a genetically engineered living starship. Ooh. The Leviathan was found at the bottom of a crater by a Batarian survey team, and estimated to be nearly 8 billion years old. It disappeared after a visit to the system by a Batarian dreadnought 20 years ago. Since then, the Batarians have steadfastly denied that the Leviathan, that's a typo there, the Leviathan existed at all, and all the more vociferously when shown recordings of the corpse made by Solarian researchers. Orbital period 2.8 Earth years, radius 1,410 kilometers, day length 2.8 Earth years, atmospheric pressure 0.00 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 82 degrees Celsius, and surface gravity 0.17 Gs. Wow, alright. Nearum. Nearum is a terrestrial world with a thin atmosphere of methane and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of basaltic rock. Its most prominent feature is the Elos Rift Valley, a long volcanic divergence zone that stretches across half of the northern hemisphere. Orbital period 6.3 Earth years, radius 779 kilometers, day length 31.7 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.67 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 58 degrees Celsius, surface gravity 0.82 G. Survey: light metal discovered. We discovered some titanium on a nearby moon. Brilliant. So can I just go back to that Leviathan real quick? Like, yeah, that's. You don't mention a big a genetically engineered living ship called the Leviathan that has absolutely nothing to do with the story. We're going to be encountering that thing again. Glensal has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. Its first geological surveys were performed by Batarians and suggested areas of great mineral wealth. Human mining concerns spent billions of credits hustling to the distant system and sinking test bores to claim the system for humanity. But Glensal had only an average level of mineral wealth, valuable but hardly worth the rush and expense. Merida Industria, a small Mexican company hoping to strike it rich in their first extrasolar mining venture, had to file for bankruptcy protection. Investigation revealed the Batarian crew had deliberately falsified their surveys and hoping it would encourage human rivals to invest in a costly boondoggle. While unethical, this was not technically illegal, and the Batarian government disavowed the personal actions of a few misguided patriots. The planet is still littered with abandoned mining bases, which are often used as temporary meeting places for criminals. Orbital period 21.4 Earth years. Radius 5,447 kilometers. Day length 37.2 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.58 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature -35 degrees Celsius. Ooh. Surface gravity 0.86 G. We can land on that planet, so we'll be doing that shortly, but let's have a look. Ooh, unknown. What's this? Metallic asteroid. A metal-rich asteroid. Survey. Lithium found. Radius 94 kilometers. Alright. Gremar. Gremar is let's call it Gremar. Gremar is an icy terrestrial with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. Its surface is mainly composed of frozen ammonia with deposits of tin and other light metals. When exposed to sunlight, Gremar's ammonia can melt, forming equatorial seas of the toxic chemical. This has allowed a profusion of simple fungus and lichens to evolve in the low-energy environment. A byproduct of their metabolism causes them to glow very faintly. While the light of an individual is insignificant, large patches seem to reinforce the light of one another. They are visible from space. Orbital period 35.4 Earth years, radius 3,691 kilometers, day length 61.7 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.27 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature -84 degrees Celsius, and surface gravity 0.28 Gs. So, that's a cool looking planet, but we don't have anything to do with that just yet. So, we are looking at Raisha. Raisha is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of sodium and ammonia in its atmosphere. During the brief gold rush to Glensal, a few companies established an infrastructure for helium-3 swimming and deuterium mining on Raisha's icy moons. When Glensal proved to be less wealthy than expected, the facilities were stripped for parts and abandoned. Orbital period 85.5 Earth years, radius 34,914 kilometers, day length 11.5 Earth hours. Survey: Turian insignia recovered. Scans of the planet Raisha revealed an old-unnamed shuttle. Your salvage team found Turian goods on board, all marked with the trident colony insignia. Okie doke, so that's all interesting. Let's go land on Nearum. No, that's not the planet we're supposed to be landing on. Let's go land on Jatar. No, that's also not the planet we're supposed to be landing on. It's the planet we're supposed to be landing on. Is it you? Glensal. Land! Oh, windy. Nice. Let's stick the landing and see what loot we have. Oh, nice and bright and well lit. Alright, so we're looking right at the end there. Right, no, before we do that, let's go here. Syndicate hideout. Ooh, wait, Syndicate hideout. Crash escape pod. Anomaly. Debris. Oh, we've got loads of stuff going on. Right, let's go, let's head in this direction and visit the Syndicate hideout. Oh, so yeah, this is one of the, this wasn't actually what I came here for, but this is one of the Syndicate hideouts. Remember that old woman, Helena Blake, that we met on the Citadel? Yeah, that's, one of the, she told us to fight, oh, she told us to get to, she told us to, come on, you can get that, come on now, thank you. Good old Mako. She told us to take out 2 of her rival syndicate gangs, and then we got Renegade on it, just saying, yeah, sure. Even though these people are profiting from child slavery and trafficking, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm gonna take these syndicates down. I don't care if they're her competitors. I'll take her down as well eventually. But like, these are still criminal gangs that are profiting off of child trafficking. Like, I'm not going to refuse to take them down. We found some platinum. I'm not going to refuse to take them down just because another gang is profiting. Like, no, I'm going to take them all down. Like, they're giving. Oh, okay, hang on. There we go. Oof. It's been a while since I've leveled up. I think I'm gonna level. Wait, what? Am I close to leveling up? How do I? Am I close to leveling up? Oh yeah, I am. Yeah. I'll probably level up here. Okay, I'm up. Don't get stuck. Ooh, it's like a mining base kind of thing. Interesting. Wait, this is the planet that had those abandoned mining stuff, right? Alright, yeah, don't suffocate yourself here, Shepard. Right, once I get through here, I need to. Right, let's save. Been a short while since I've saved. Whoa, relax. No, right, I'm getting all the buttons mixed up because I'm an idiot. There you go, right. Everybody, weapons out. Hey. Easy. Interesting. I don't want to use Unity just yet because, I mean, not both my allies are down, so. Got him. There we go. Garrus up you get, mate. Oh no, not down yet. Prime boss. Is that like a temporary thing? Upgrade kit. Ow. Come on, where are you? Go on, Tyler, you got him. No, I got him. Crime Lord defeated. Helena was right. These guys are have quite the operation going, but that's all going to change. One down, just one more to go. All right. Garrus, feel free to step up.
All clear.
Yes, I noticed. Right. So we got those guys were not too bad, but we took them down. You know, we could have been a bit more careful about it. What I didn't realise that overload didn't affect that white shield. I wonder if there's like an upgrade I can get for that. But in terms of upgrades and stuff, I believe we've gotten everything there is to get here. We still haven't leveled up, which is a shame, but that'll change shortly, I assume. Oh, there's a door all the way back here that I missed. I left the building and there was a big destination marker on it, and I was sat there wondering, like, wait, why have I missed something? Yeah, no, there's doors over here that don't seem to. No, don't do this. Not like this. Oh no. Alright, okay, so I can go further. So then more enemies, so let's get a bit of loot or something. Ooh, let's get some loot. Right, let's get all this first. Get fire containment system. Right, well, we don't want to. Right. Decrypt. Right, okay, this should be pretty easy. Like, yeah, no real need to edit that out. Let's get all this. Cool. Oh, here we go.
You lead, I'll follow.
Just lead the way.
Alright, so we got a decent amount of loot from that. Is there anything else we're missing in terms of doors and little passageways or loot of any kind? No. I believe that's all of it. Excuse me. Right. Well, there wasn't. Right. Is this door just here for nothing? Let me just make sure. Because, like, there's no objective or anything I've completed, so why would it just be? Right, well, if I've still got a destination marker on there, I guess we're just gonna have to ignore it. Yeah, it's still there. Oh well. I'll just have to accept us, I guess. Alright, here we are. There's debris here. Crash probe. What are we gonna get from you? Bypass succeeded. We got a little bit of loot, right? Okay, doke. But much more interestingly, what's this behind us? Whoa, 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 whoa! I just about managed it. Wasn't sure if I was gonna make that then.
Heading to position.
Oh, sorry, I just ran you over. Mummified Solarian. Huh. Interesting. Artifact recovered. Medallion recovered. This dead traveler had a League of One medallion. Where he found it and what he was trying to do with it is unclear. Here's me. Area map. So, anything else? No. Escape pod. Wait, what's that? Let's go visit that. Wait, we've been to this one? Damaged escape pod. Wait, we haven't been to this one, have we? Discovery. There's all footprints leading away from this escape pod, but no sign of any survivors. Okay. You have successfully surveyed a large deposit of beryllium light metal. Oh, there we go. Right. That's what Shepard's at. That's what Garrus is at. And that's what Tally's at. Right, so we are going to Antaeus. This is, I believe there is a biotic. No, there was a survey team that was here that went missing. Now I'm just gonna have a quick look around because I don't know if it's gonna end up being like I don't know if it's gonna be one of those that you just kind of find. Might be here. This big ring. Right, let's find the survey team. Well, where are they? We'll investigate all the planets individually soon. Survey. Gas deposit surveyed. While scanning the planet, Edmos used to detect a large concentration of hydrogen. Nice. Blower survey. Matriarch's writings recovered. You recovered a strange object orbiting Blober. Chief Engineer Adam Tally tried unsuccessfully to determine its origin. They did find one of Matriarch Dillanaga's writings stored within. So what's next? We can land there, but is there anything else to survey quickly? Come on. EMR survey. Scans from orbit have detected a large deposit of uranium. That's good to know. What about you over here? Udanor. Okay, right. So nothing there. Right, let's land on this planet over here and find the survey team. So, where are we going? Where's the survey team? Anomaly, research base, debris. Debris, right, let's go to the debris because that could be some. Right, here we go. Plutonium! That's good to know. Alright, nice. Area map. Haven't we got some money for that? Oh, there's some enemies over here, apparently. Ooh. So, who wants to get shot? Alright, that takes care of all of them. We also got a tiny bit of shield damage. Crash Bro, what's going on here? Go to scavengers. Manual bypass. Ooh, that was a tricky one. Alright. Nice, we got all that. Area map. Does that give us anything interesting? No. We got an anomaly over here. Oh, there's a few things investigate here. Transmitter tower deactivate. Discovery, this device is transmitting tight beam signals into geosynchronous orbit. This disrupts the survey team's GPS satellites, causing them to crash nearby. Ooh. Right, so we've got rid of that. Oh, so that's why we've just got a bunch of these just littered about the place. Ooh. So there's like a scavenger base here then? Question mark. Oh. So that's where the survey team went missing. So they're either dead or at this base. Right, let's go. Let's go see they're alright.
Nobody's been here for a while.
Not spotted. Is that a supersized dead Mako? Open that.
According to these data logs, the survey team unearthed some kind of alien technology.
We should check out the excavation site. Could be some answers there.
Interesting. Why did my game stop for that? Let's go do that. But let's hack this. There we go. Right. So let's investigate what's in some of these other areas. Alien technology, you say? Just a malfunctioning object, sure, why not? And that appears to be everything in there. Anything nearby in these areas? Wait, what's in here? Wait. Yeah, no, that's that one there, that was just in. Medical kit, nice, get some Medical, that's everything that's in there. Let's drive around these silos and just see if there's anything to collect or to investigate here. What are you? Is there a codex log? Anything like that? No? We're quite, empty on the codex logs today. Don't worry, I'm not complaining. What's this over here? Is this the excavation site? Destination. No, excavation site, yeah. Alien technology, you say? Do go on. Enemies to shoot? Yes, no. If you find enemies, oh right, okay, so there's enemies, so save. Yeah, you're not catching me like that. I ain't making that mistake again. Oh, husks. Wait, okay. We know what to do here. That did not do nearly as much as I'd hoped. Everyone, shotguns out. Down. wasting Unity on you guys. Come on, you're fine.
Good to go, Shepard.
Alright, is that it? Or are there more? Fusion containment cell. Okay, I'm very glad that didn't just blow up my face or something. I don't know if you guys are healing or anything, so I don't know if that means that there's still enemies about. Just blowing all this stuff up, because I can. I don't want anyone blowing it up on me instead. Okay, probably should have... okay. There's a few of them. Oh, okay. Damn it, I need to move.
Catching you up.
How are you alive?
I'm bleeding out!
That accounts for all the Exogeny survey team. They were converted to cybernetic husks by devices similar to those used by the Geth on Eden Prime. How they came to be buried on a frontier world so far from Geth territory is a mystery. Okay, nice, but you two can get up now.
I'm okay.
Alright, I believe that's going to lead to us being healed up now. Steadily. But what lies behind these doors? There's one over there, and there's one down here as well. Okay. So that's how, yeah, so these are all the dragon's teeth. That's how they were converted. After decryption. This seems to be the last and only piece of loot to retrieve from here. So let's grab it all and go. Oh no, there's a little bit of stuff here. Nice. Oh, there's a locked grate over here. Finding all sorts of stuff. Alright, nice. Oh, yet again. Looks good. Let's go. Ooh, a little bit of uranium. Whey! Okay. Alright, another one of you. Simple enough. Oh, wow. I took some damage from that. Come on. Hey, what's going on? Alright, we're gonna have to throw some plant things, no? Oh no, I do have to throw some plant things, okay. Sure. Oh wow, that zoom is very, very useful. William, let's go. No. This guy is very close to being destroyed. Is that it? Is he done? Nope, he's not. Okay, I am ace at doing this, aren't I? Ow! Stop! Stop doing that. No, no, no. No. Got him. There we go, right. That took way longer than it needed to.
Moving out.
But what's this area though? Is this just a trap for a Thresher Maw? Like, why is there an X on that spot? Right, let's, don't matter anyway, let's go up here. Ancient debris. Let's see what's hidden within this bounty. Terrain insignia recovered. There are no signs of any survivors. The pod is empty except for a small tattered flag marked with the Nimonese colony insignia. Okay. So, let's go in this direction. Okay, so now we're at the part that people may or may not be looking forward to. So we're going to be doing, let's investigate some of these planets. Ageko. During the initial survey of the Anaceus system, only a single flyby probe was spared for the small scorched world of Ageko. It revealed a planet unusually rich in heavier elements, given its size. Ageko is a standard terrestrial world with a thin atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Its crust is mainly composed of magnesium with deposits of cobalt and other heavy metals. Due to extremely rough crater terrain, starships are discouraged from landing. Orbital period 0.1 Earth years. Radius 2147 kilometers. Day length 59.9 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.27 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 346 degrees Celsius. Surface gravity is 0.25 Gs. Okay, so let's have a look at Edmos. Edmos is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of methane in its atmosphere. If Trebin's terraforming is successful, it is expected that a helium-3 fuel refining facility for the system will be set up here. Orbital period 7.8 Earth years. Radius 67,826 kilometers. Day length 13.7 Earth hours. Very well, let's have a look at planet number 3, Ploba. Ploba is the second and by far the larger of Anaceus' two gas giants. Active scans by survey ships have returned tantalizing indications of massive solid structures deep within the atmosphere, too regular in pattern to be anything natural. Some believe Ploba is a Jupiter brain, a planet-sized supercomputer. Adherents of this theory have fruitlessly beamed signals towards the sunken megastructures, hoping to get the machine's attention. Others believe that an ancient spacefaring race disposed of their weapons of war by dumping them into the planet. The last attempt to reach and salvage Ploba's deep anomalies went tragically wrong and ended with a crew of 12 being trapped and crushed in the gas giant's lower atmosphere. Orbital period 20.4 Earth years. Radius 74,221 kilometers. Day length 17.3 Earth hours. That's not nice. Trebin. Oh, Trebin's been terraformed, really? Trebin is a modest terrestrial world with an atmosphere composed of nitrogen and argon. Its surface is mainly composed of nickel with deposits of silver. We haven't found any nickel or silver while we were down there, so that's worrisome. Trebin's environment is relatively mild, but the scarcity of water or similar enabling substances has prevented the development of any biosphere. Exogeny Corp recently performed a test impact of a single water ice comet into the surface, the first step of a long-term plan to thicken the atmosphere and introduce water to the environment. A survey team is on the surface, monitoring the geological and meteorological effects of the test impact. Most of the water released is still in the form of atmospheric vapor, but thick cloud banks have formed. There is every indication that this arid world will soon see its first rain. The survey team's progress has been hampered by frequent mechanical or computer failures in their GPS satellites. Orbital period 1.1 Earth years. Radius 5,489 kilometers. Day length 41.8 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.84 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 80 degrees Celsius, and surface gravity is 0.86 G. So, what's this next planet over here? Vemal. Vemal is an enormous terrestrial world of mixed rock and ice with an atmosphere of methane and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of calcium with deposits of iron. Because of noxious surface gases, explorers are warned to use extreme caution. Orbital period is 37.5 Earth years. Radius is 10,314 kilometers. Day length is 36.3 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure is 1.0 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature is minus 61 degrees Celsius. Surface gravity is 1.1 G. And last but not least, Hunador. Hunador is a moderately sized ice world with an extremely thin atmosphere composed of krypton and xenon. Its frozen surface is unusually smooth, suggesting widespread repaving by cryovolcanic processes, though no activity is currently evident. Orbital period 90.5 Earth years. Radius 3,686 kilometers. Day length 48.2 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.2 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature is minus 202 degrees Celsius, chilly. Surface gravity 0.22 G's. Not easy. And the Antasius system, done and dusted. We did visit all the planets in here, didn't we? Yeah, we did, because I remember that name. However, I did notice last episode that I didn't actually survey all the planets in Sol, so let's go survey all the planets in Sol. A handful of solar Mercury. A handful of solar power stations exist on peaks of eternal light at the north and south poles of Mercury. The difficulties imposed by the planet's proximity to the Sun and high orbital velocity have limited development. Population 340, orbital distance 0.39 AU, orbital period 88 Earth days, radius 2440 kilometers, day length 58.2 Earth days, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature 430 degrees Celsius. Ooh. Surface gravity is 0.38 G's. Alright, so Venus. With its molten temperatures, sulfuric acid clouds, and crushing carbon dioxide atmospheres, Venus has only a handful of aerostat research outposts. Population 800. Orbital distance 0.72 AU. Orbital period 224.7 Earth days. Radius 6,052 kilometers. Day length 343 Earth days. Atmospheric pressure 90 Earth atmospheres. Wow. Surface temperature 465 degrees Celsius. And surface gravity is 0.88 Gs. Alright, so Earth. Here we go. Let's see what Earth's like now. For detailed information, please refer to the standard issue Alliance Galactic Codex. Earth orbit is riddled with debris generated by bootstrap space development. Use of connected barriers is recommended at altitudes over 85 kilometers. Population on the surface is 11.4 billion. Population L4 and L5 stations is 250,000. Orbital distance 1 AU. Orbital period 1 Earth years. Radius 6,378 kilometers. Day length is 23.9 Earth hours. Okay. Atmospheric pressure 1 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 23 degrees Celsius. Ooh, that's a warm day. Come on, Luna. Let's see. An early source of helium-3, Luna is now mined for materials used in space habitat construction. 24 major stations have been constructed at Earth's L4 and L5 language points, all from lunar resources. Colony founded in 2069. Population 4.1 million. Capital Armstrong. Of course it is. Orbital distance 384,403 kilometers from Earth. Orbital period 27.3 Earth days. Radius 1,737 kilometers. Day length is 27.3 Earth days. Atmospheric pressure trace. Surface temperature minus 53 degrees Celsius. Alright, Mars. We're just moving from planet to planet here. Once considered a prospect for terraforming and colonization, the discovery of faster-than-light travel turned Mars into a quiet backwater. Its southern pole is a historical preserve centered on the Prothean ruins found there. Immigration and development are restricted as the search for Prothean artifacts continues. Colony founded on 2103. Population 3.4 million. Capital Lowell City. Orbital distance 1.52 AU. Orbital period 1.88 Earth years. Radius 3,402 kilometers. Day length 24.6 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.06 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature minus 138 degrees Celsius. Wait, really? Okay. Surface gravity 0.3 Hgs. Alright. I always took Mars to be a warmer planet, but apparently not. So there's nothing to visit there, is it? It's just, you know. Okay, Jupiter. Jupiter's deep gravity well and lethal radiation have kept its moons from being significantly exploited. The largest outpost is Binary Helix Corporation's Nautilus facility, attached to the underside of Europa's ice sheet. Population on all moons is 9,100. Orbital distance is 5.2 AU. Orbital period 11.7 Earth years. Excuse me. Radius 71,492 kilometers. Day length 9.93 Earth hours. We've got Saturn. Saturn has been a major source of helium-3 fuel for fusion plants since the 2150s. The moon of Titan is mined for hydrocarbons and used as a hostile environment training facility for Alliance Marines. Population, orbitals and Titan, 117,000. Capital, Huygens Dome. Alright, whatever. Orbital distance 9.5 AU. Orbital period 29.5 Earth years. Radius 60,268 kilometers. Day length is 10.3 Earth hours. Oh, brilliant. Right, we've got 2 more left. Come on. Oh no, 3 more left. Come on, we got this. Uranus. After the development of Mass Effect FTL Drive, distant Uranus was the target of a land rush to exploit its combination of plentiful helium-3 fuel and shallow, for a gas giant, gravity well. Today, Uranus is the largest producer of He-3 in Alliance space. Population 371,000. Capital Sakharov Station. Orbital distance 19.2 AU. Orbital period 121.1 Earth years. Radius 25,559 kilometers. Day length 17.3 Earth hours. Right, 2 more. Come on, we're getting there. No, we're not doing Pluto yet. We're doing Neptune. We're doing it in order. Come on, Neptune. Though Neptune, like Uranus, has plentiful helium, its remotedness made it an unpromising target for mining before development of Mass Effect Drive. With Uranus cheaper to exploit, it has never seen extensive development. The only permanent human presence is a small research facility on Triton. Population on Triton is 70. Orbital distance 29.1 AU. Orbital period 164.8 Earth years. Radius 24,764 kilometers. Day length 16.1 Earth hours. We've got Pluto. Here we are, the last one. Pluto is one of Sol's numerous ice dwarf worlds. It is mainly of note for being the gravitational anchor for the Prothean mass relay to Arcturus. Pluto and the Charon relay, formerly encased in ice and considered a moon, orbit each other. Pluto's orbit was circularized in 2157 as a side effect of the Charon mass relay recovery operations. Population, gateway stations. Population of the gateway stations, 9,300. Orbital distance, 39.5 AU. Orbital period, 247.7 Earth years. Radius, 1151 kilometers. Day length, 9.4 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure, trace. Surface temperature, minus 229 degrees Celsius. And surface gravity is 0.61 Gs. So, I believe that's everything for the time being. That's about all the time I've got for today, and I hope you guys had about as much fun as I did, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, have a great time!